If we stay focused too much on what is and what was, we can't step into what will be. Let that sink in for a second. How often do we find ourselves caught up in replaying the past or obsessing over the present, afraid to step into the unknown? If that sounds familiar, this episode is for you. Today we're talking about how to break free from the past, stop getting stuck in the what is, and step into the what will be with confidence and purpose. So welcome back, guys, to Real Talk with Dr. Pete, where we have honest conversations about leadership, life, and growth. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. Now let's get into it. I've got 3 parts for this. This is pretty cool. So part 1, the trap of what is and what was. We all have moments where we replay the past. We regret decisions we made, opportunities we missed, or even success we are clinging to. You know, the present can also feel like a trap. Maybe we're comfortable, or maybe we feel stuck in a routine that doesn't serve us anymore. But here's the thing, the past is unchangeable. The present is temporary. The only thing we have control over is the future. Yet that seems to be the thing we fear the most. I once worked with a leader a long time ago who constantly talked about the good old days of their company and how things used to be. He was so focused on what was that he could not see how the industry was changing. Instead of adapting and growing, he got left behind. How often we do that in our own lives? You know, think about that. My second part is lessons versus limitations. The past has value, but only when we take the lessons from it, not the limitations. Ask yourself, am I learning from this, or am I letting it define me? Growth happens when we stop asking why did this happen to me, and start asking, what can I take from this to move forward? You know, think about your own life. Is there something you keep replaying that's holding you back? Maybe it's a failed relationship, a job you didn't get, or a time you felt overlooked. It's time to shift that perspective. I know I used to be that way, and sometimes I have to fight from keeping doing that again. Step 3 is how to step into what will be. Visualize the future. Take time to actually see yourself where you want to be. What does it look like to you? Who's there with you? How much money are you making? Let go of the narrative. Rewrite the story you're telling yourself about what's possible. Take one small step today. You don't have to know the whole path. You just have to move forward. I had to make the shifts in my life many times. I've transitioned careers, launched new projects. There were times I felt unsure, but every time I chose to step forward instead of staying stuck, opportunities opened up for me. The same can happen for you as well. Remember, your past does not define you. Your present is not your final destination. The only thing that matters is what you choose to do next. So what's your next step? I invite you to hit me up on all my social media platforms and talk to me about what's one thing you're letting go today and then stepping into what will be. Until next time, get real, get empowered.